Distraction Training, Stage 2. It has been a week since Max and I filmed last for distraction training. I have been sick this past week and did not get in the practice I wanted with Max. I have asked my friend Rhonda, who Max adores, to come and help us with this filming. What you do not see is beside the camera is a man working on his truck. Max is distracted by him and by Rhonda. What you do see is Rhonda is approaching Max from different angles, from the side, from behind, and from in front, and giving him treats when she gets to him, as per my request. Though Max at first is showing some displacement behaviors, because a lot is happening around him. He is starting to understand what I am asking of him. He noted the sound of the truck when it started, but quickly looked to me. He is focused on what Rhonda and I are doing, and as much as he would like to play with Rhonda and spend time with her, he is willing to give me his attention and work on this lesson. We've had some incidents when he is working where someone has come up behind him and struck him on the butt. It has made him a bit nervous about people approaching behind him or sounds that happen behind him. Part of this training is when somebody comes up behind him, such as Rhonda, I am asking that they give him a treat so that he starts associating positive things instead of negative things with that approach. As you can see, he's starting to calm down. Though he went around me a little bit to look at Rhonda, he is still giving me his focus. He is a typical German Shepherd and wants to know where his herd is, and right now Rhonda's part of that herd. Even with Rhonda close to us, he is keeping his focus on me instead of on her. But when she walks away, he's watching, checking to see where she's at, and then giving me focus again. As I can see him relaxing more, I can also see that he is able to focus more on what's happening with the man with the truck. But he chooses to give his focus back to me and return back to our training. A bit of his problem with working is that he likes to sniff, and we are working slowly on breaking that as well. Right there, you can see that Rhonda going through the gravel startled him a little bit. He looked to see what was happening and then turned back to me. This is a positive reaction I wanted, but I want to eventually have him not react at all to those sounds. We're changing our training now. Instead of Rhonda coming to Max, Max and I are going to circle Rhonda. Today's a good balance day, and I'm able to stand and walk a bit longer than normal, but I'm starting to tire. Max is looking to Rhonda and then looking back to me. He is staying loose leash, his body is relaxed, his tail is relaxed, and his focus is good. I've kept the circles a bit wide to help him stay focused, but I'm slowly bringing him in closer. Right there, Max thought to go to Rhonda to sniff her, and then came back to me, and was rewarded for that choice. I'll change our pattern here in a minute. Instead of going in circles around her, which he's not really sure why we are doing it, we'll approach her from different sides. He's doing very well. There's a dog barking in the background, somebody working on a truck, and Rhonda. It's a lot of distractions. But he's staying loose lead, he's not lunging, and he's looking to Rhonda and looking back to me, which is excellent behavior. Good job, Max. He looked at Rhonda and then looked back to me, and we went around her without him sniffing. He's starting to tire, though. This has been a long lesson for both of us. And then he sniffs. We'll work on that. I ask him to sit, and he checks Rhonda, who gives him a treat, and I ask him to down. There's a bit of stress behavior here. This is all new. But he's doing well. He's in his down. He got his reward. And now he does a stand. And we again walk away from Rhonda, and he doesn't even check over his shoulder to see where she's at. And as we return, he tries to sniff, so I back up, and we return again. He looks to me and gets his reward, and Rhonda gives him a reward for that as well. Our training is done. He gets his loves and his pets. Look at that happy tail. Rhonda gives him some loves and pets. And then we let him know that the treats that had fallen during our training, he can now pick up. He had, during this whole time, walked over treats without picking them up or sniffing them. Such a good boy. Thank you for watching.
Yay, good job.
Cast: Max as himself, Rhonda the Distraction, me the Gimp. Narrated by the Gimp. Produced by GSD Productions. Directed by C.K. Bales. No Rhondas were harmed in the making of this film.